miscellaneous exercise 6, sixth one. Find the intervals in which the function given by is increasing, decreasing. So we have to find the intervals in which the function is increasing or decreasing. For that, first we find the derivative f dash x, and we will find the values of x for which f dash x equal to 0. Then we will split the intervals and we will find increasing or decreasing. Now first we find the derivative. F of x equal to 4 sin x minus 2x minus x cos x all divided by 2 plus cos x. See, we can simplify this so that the derivative we can find easily. So here that is equal to, here in these two terms x common factor, minus x we can take common factor. So we can write 4 sin x minus x into 2 plus cos x whole divided by 2 plus cos x. Now we can split the interval 4 sin x, split the terms 4 sin x by 2 plus cos x minus this x into 2 plus cos x divided by 2 plus cos x. We can divide into two terms, that is 4 sin x by 2 plus cos x, then minus x into 2 plus cos x divided by 2 plus cos x. So we can cancel here 2 plus cos x. So we get 4 sin x divided by 2 plus cos x, then minus derivative of x, that is minus 1. So we got here f of x. This is the function. So we simplify the function like this. Take x common, then we split into two terms. So we get 4 sin x by 2 plus cos x minus 1. X minus x. So derivative, so here x, this cancel, we got x. So this is the given function. Given function f of x is simplified. 4 sin x by 2 plus cos x. 4 sin x by 2 plus cos x minus this 2 plus cos x cancelled and minus x. So that is f of x. Now we can find f dash x, derivative. F dash x equal to f dash x. So when we find the derivative here, we have to apply quotient rule. So denominator into 2 plus cos x into 2 plus cos x into derivative of 4 sin x, that is 4 cos x. 4 cos x minus 4 sin x into 4 sin x into derivative of 2 plus cos x, that is derivative 2 0 derivative cos x minus sin x whole divided by denominator square, that is 2 plus cos x whole square. Then minus x, derivative of minus x minus 1. So we get minus 1. So this whole divided by 2 plus cos x whole square, that is the derivative of first term minus derivative x 1. So this is this minus 1. So we got, now we can simplify this. So when we simplify this, here 2 into 4 cos x, that is equal to 2 into 4 cos x, 8 cos x. Then cos x into 4 cos x plus 4 cos square x. 4 cos square x. Minus into minus plus. So plus 4 sin square x plus 4 sin square x whole divided by denominator square, that is 2 plus cos x whole square. 2 plus cos x whole square. Then minus 1, that is the minus derivative x, that is minus 1. So minus 1. So that is a derivative f dash x. Now we can simplify that. So we get here 8 cos x plus 4 cos square x plus 4. Here we can take 4 common. So we get, so this is the given function f of x. So this is the given function f of x. Now we can simplify this. So that is equal to 8 cos x plus, here when we take common factor 4 into sin square x plus cos square x, we can write sin square x plus cos square x 1. So we get only 4 here. From here we get only 4. Then divided by 2 plus cos x whole square, then minus 1. Now we can find LCM, that is equal to 8 cos x plus 4, 8 cos x plus 4, then minus 1 into 2 plus cos x whole square. So minus 1 into bracket we can write 2 plus cos x whole square, we can expand. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. 4 plus 4 cos x plus cos square x. 2 square 4, 2 into cos x, 4 cos x plus cos square x, whole divided by same thing, 2 plus cos x whole square. Now we can simplify that. See, this plus 4 minus 4, that 4 will be cancelled. Then 8 cos x minus 4 cos x, 4 cos x. So we get 4 cos x. Then, so 8 cos x minus 4 cos x, 4 cos x. Minus into cos square x, that is minus cos square x. So we got 4 cos x minus cos square x in the numerator, divided by 2 plus cos x whole square. 2 plus cos x whole square. Now we have to find the value of x for which f dash x equal to 0. So this numerator here, this we can in the numerator we can factorize. So we can write, so that is equal to cos x into 4 minus cos x. Cos x into 4 minus cos x divided by 2 plus cos x whole square. Now we want to find f dash x equal to 0 implies what is the value of x. So now f dash x equal to 0 implies cos x into 4 minus cos x divided by 2 plus cos x whole square. Now see, now here we know 4 minus cos x. We know cos x always lies between minus 1 and 1. So if you subtract that number from 4, that will not be 0. And here also 2 plus cos x also will not be 0. So here, so this 0, this equal to 0 implies, since cos x lies between minus 1 and 1, when we subtract that number from 4, we won't get 0. Here also we won't get 0. So this equal to 0, this equal to 0, that implies, so this equal to 0, that implies here cos x equal to 0. So this term will not be 0, this will not be 0, so that only cos x will be a possibility. This term is equal to 0 implies cos x equal to 0. So that implies cos x equal to 0. Now we know if cos x equal to 0, that implies x equal to 2n plus 1. So this implies cos x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. We know the formula cos x equal to 0 implies x equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z, n is integer. So we can give some different integers. Now we consider the domain as, consider only 0 to 2 pi. Consider the interval 0 to 2 pi, and we will find out in the interval 0 to pi in which interval function increasing, which interval function decreasing. So we can write x, values of x is 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So here we can give any integer in the place of n. So if you give x equal to, when n equal to 0, we get 0 plus 1 pi by 2. So x equal to pi by 2, then n equal to 1 into 2 plus 1, that is 3 pi by 2. Then n equal to 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5 pi by 2, like that. So if you consider only the interval 0 to 2 pi, we are having only two value for x, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. So now we are considering only the interval 0 to 2 pi. So in the interval 0 to 2 pi, the value of x. Therefore, in the interval, closed interval, we consider closed interval 2 pi. In the closed interval 0 to 2 pi, x equal to pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Only two values, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. So we consider the interval 0 to pi, x has two values, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, where f dash x equal to 0. Now at these points, we have to split the interval. So when we split the interval, so we have to split the interval 0 to pi by 2. So 0 pi by 2, 0 pi by 2. So we consider the closed interval. In which increasing, decreasing, we want to find increasing and decreasing, not strictly, so we can use the closed interval. 0 pi by 2, then pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, then 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Now in this interval, now substitute any one value in this interval in the derivative f dash x. See, this is the derivative f dash x. Now substitute x equal to some number in the interval 0 pi by 2 in the derivative f dash x and find whether f dash x is greater than 0 or less than 0. So if you substitute, when you substitute x equal to 60 degree, we can 0 pi by 2 means 60 degree we can substitute, pi by 3 we can substitute. So cos pi by 3 and these two terms are always positive, only you have to think about cos x. 4 minus cos x and 2 plus cos x whole square, that will be positive. 4 minus cos x also will be positive because cos x lies between minus 1 and 1. So here only you have to think about cos x. So cos, this will be positive. So in this interval function is increasing. And pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 means you can substitute x equal to 2 pi. This is 2 pi by 2. So 2 pi by 2 lies in this interval. 2 pi by 2 means pi. Pi you can substitute here. Cos pi minus 1, negative. So in this interval function decreasing. So it is increasing, here increasing, here decreasing. Here 3 pi by 2, 2 pi we can substitute. Here 2 pi also we can substitute because at 2 pi it is not, f dash x is not equal to 0. Only the odd multiples, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. So you can substitute 2 pi also. 2 pi means cos 2 pi. That is same as cos 0. Cos 0, 1, positive. So here increasing, here decreasing, here increasing. Like that you can find out the interval. So you can write in this interval function increasing, here decreasing, here increasing. Like that you can write the answer. Then, now consider this function. Here also we have to find the intervals in which function increasing and decreasing. Same way you have to find f dash x equal to, find f dash x. F dash x equal to. So you have to find f dash x, that is 3x square derivative x cube plus derivative 1 by x cube minus 3x raised to minus 4. That is 3x square minus 3 by x raised to 4. Now you have to find f dash x equal to 0 implies 3x square equal to 3 by x raised to 4. This equal to 0 means 3x square equal to 3 by x raised to 4. That is 3. 3 we can cancel. X raised to 6 equal to 1. Therefore x equal to plus or minus 1. So x raised to 6 equal to 1 means x can be plus 1 or minus 1. So these are the points where f dash x equal to 0. So you have to split the interval. This is the, here we have to consider the interval minus infinity to infinity. At these points we have to find the, split the interval. But remember one thing, here x is not equal to 0. In this, for the function x is not equal to 0. So at the point 0 also you have to split the interval. So here you have to consider minus infinity to minus 1, 1 interval. Then minus 1 to 0, 1 interval. 0, 1, then 1 infinity. Because don't consider minus 1 to 1 as 1 interval. Because at x equal to 0, function is not defined. So at x equal to 0, you have to split the interval. So at these intervals, you have to consider and find increasing or decreasing. Substitute one number in derivative f dash x and decide it is increasing or decreasing. Okay.